Hello, everybody, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast all about knitting and spinning and dyeing of yarn. Actually, I'm not doing any spinning or dyeing of yarn today. Thoughts of it, just haven't made it yet. Uh, I do all this from my home outside of Lima, Ohio, and I live here with my handsome husband, Randy, his father, Ronald, Ronald's cat, Tommy, my puppy, Ginger, not such a puppy, but she's always a puppy. And then our newest addition, Heather. Heather Adorable Napier. She got her middle name because I showed a picture. I took the camera up to her, showed it to Genevieve. She goes, "Oh, she's adorable." And then, like a day or two later, I did the same thing with Tobias, and he goes, "She's adorable." So I said, "Okay, that's her middle name." Because she's keeping the name she came with, Heather. That. So she's Heather Adorable. I should say, you may notice I have my fish tank up here. We also have a guppy named Flippy, a snail named Homer because he carries his home on his back, and a catfish named Skimmer because he's supposed to skim along the bottom, although he really does a lot of splashing. I couldn't call him Splashy though because that was the name of my grandkids' catfish. So, anyways, back to business. Today is April 12th, 2022, and this is episode number 277. Every time I say those numbers, it's like, whoa. Anyways, you can find me online on YouTube, Blogger, and WordPress, and Facebook as Naturally Kim's Knitting. And you can find me on Ravelry as Napier's Knits and our Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group. Um, and then you can also find me on Instagram as knittin_Kim. And I know I'll be clearing my throat a lot. My brother happened to mention 2 weeks ago that, oh, he's got watery eyes there. It must be allergies. And I wasn't even thinking. And I have allergies. And my allergy pills don't always do the work this time of year. So I will probably be clearing my throat a lot. I apologize. Okay. Um, if you've been watching me a while, you know I have two affiliates. I am an affiliate with Knit Picks. Well, actually, Knit Picks and We Crochet, but they're sister companies. And then also Michael's. Oh, I didn't go to Michael's site today. Shoot. Um, Knit Picks and We Crochet. Knit Picks is having a multicolor. Oh, did it say when it ends? I didn't see that it said where it ended. They're having a multicolor Stroll sock yarn sale. Save up to 60% on Stroll Tonal, Stroll mini packs, Stroll hand painted, Stroll Tweed, and Stroll Gradient. Then they also have their bulk yarn that you can save up to 15% when you buy it in bulk. Just a minute, I'm going to check something out. Sorry about that. I thought, well, I do have a pause button. Let me go over and check and see what these places have on sale. So, like I mentioned, Knit Picks has the multicolor Stroll sock yarn on sale for 60% off. I wish I could buy some right now. Um, and then I mentioned their bear yarn. Then they also, We Crochet has 20% off their fixed circular needles, which Knit Picks has. Oh, their fixed knitting needles are on sale. Not the wooden ones, but the other ones. Um, then let's see. We Crochet also has High Desert sale, 30% off, 20% off of their We Crochet books. So, yay. Then Michaels, they're having a sale on many of their yarn 3 packs. So if you're thinking you might need some yarn, it's not a bad thing. That's what I'm doing for my temperature afghan is I just buy them in the 3 packs. And if I have any left, I love the texture of this yarn. I'm thinking it could make good baby blankets. Sorry, my hands are cold, so I'm tucking them in my sleeves. um, it's not bad outside. I don't know why I'm so cold. Just my hands. Anyways, Michael's, like I said, there's 3 packs. Then Easter items, 50% off. Well, it makes sense because it is right before Easter. 50% off of children's activity packs. Um, then, oh, they just got so many other things on sale. I just can't even list them all. They have classes. I love Michael's. I wish we had one in town. We have Hobby Lobbies, but it's very hard to become an affiliate with them. So, anyways, if you decide that you want to grab some of these bargains before they're gone, if you could hop over, get the Easter hint, hop to ksnapier475.blogspot.com, and then just copy and paste one of the links. It will take you to that store. I get a few pennies, which helps make it easier, not easier, helps me when I'm buying gift cards for winners and all that stuff. So, hey. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, well, I mentioned on Ravelry. Excuse me, I'm going to move my camera. So, just a second. Shaky picture. Okay. So I mentioned on Ravelry that we have a Napier's Knit podcast group. Well, that is a great place to sign up for things like finished objects. Or the other one that I have going on right now, I'll be drawing another pattern in May 1st. I think what month this was. Time is going by and it's, for the Mila Knit Corner pattern. And I'm doing this because Mila is, my mind is gone. Because Mila is supporting Ukraine with all the money she makes from her patterns right now. And I've mentioned before, she has family and friends. I don't know if they're still over there or some of them have gotten out. I knew that her brother was able to transport people to the border and everything. Story to go with this. My granddaughter called me the other day, and I can't even think how I brought up about the Ukraine. And I said, do you know where the Ukraine is? And my daughter goes, well, we have been talking about the Ukraine. So I was telling her about Mila and how I know somebody who this directly affects through her family. And Genevieve goes, oh, that's so sad that she still had family there and all this. I said, yes, it is, but at least she's able to kind of keep track of where they are. I said, and prayers help. So, anyways, for our knit-alongs. Let me stay on one train of thought. These are train tracks. So for Mila's, since I'm giving away a pattern May 1st, if you are interested in that, there is a thread on Ravelry. And all you have to do is click that thread and put down which pattern you would like to make. And come May 1st, I will let Random Number Generator choose the winner. Because, I'm not going to play favorites. And this way you can't bribe me because, you just can't. Okay, so we have finished object craft along that it just rolls over every month. We just started a new thread, new projects. But this one is for, no it isn't. This would be for April and May. I didn't change it in my show notes. April and May. And I will be having the drawing on June 1st. See, when I mess up my show notes, it really messes. Oh no, I've been messed up anyways, as you know. Anyways, all you have to do for this, take a picture of an item that you've just finished, any craft whatsoever. Go over to the Ravelry thread where it says April, May, finished objects, and put your item in there. If you have a pattern number, or a name, try to include that just so we can, people like me who are always looking for special patterns. I can look them up, or others can look them up. I was just thinking about some different things that I looked up this last month, and it's like, ooh, should I? Should I? So, anyways, there are drawings. There's a drawing, like I said, on June 1st, and there will be two winners. Those two winners can choose of. I was going to change that, and I can't remember what I was going to change it to. I think of what I was going to do, which I didn't put it in my notes. Um, the winners can, of the two winners, they can choose between a $10 Nitpicks gift card, a $10 Michael's gift card, a giftable pattern on Ravelry, or a pattern from Mila's Knit Corner. Like I said, I'm trying to support her. So, as long as there's a war going on over there, I'm going to. Um, that's where I'm purchasing patterns from for myself because she has some beautiful baby Afghan patterns. And as you know, I might be in need of baby blanket baby Afghan patterns soon. Which, going right along with that, that leads us right into our March and April craft along, which is for babies or toddlers. And same thing as the finished object. Take a picture, post it in the correct thread. If there's a pattern name, please include it because you know I'm going to be needing patterns. And winners will be drawn, or not drawn. Random number generator will choose the crafty person. I hate to say winners because you're all winners and y'all have the potential. Anyways, they will choose. It will choose the crafty person, two of them, from that drawing. So yeah, same things. $10 nitpick card, or a $10 Michael's card, or one giftable pattern valued up to $10, or a Mila's Knit Corner pattern. I'd put the ors in there because sometimes when I say that, it sounds like you get all of that. No, no, it's just one of those four things. So, anyways, I would appreciate it if the winners, if they're getting the gift cards, if they could go over to ksnapier475.blogspot.com and redeem their cards through one of the links. And winners in either category, you have 2 weeks to claim your prize from the time I draw it. I usually try to close them the first, like the baby and toddler. I'll try to close it on May 1st. But if something comes up and it's a day later, I apologize. Last week I didn't do a podcast. I forget why. I put out a little blurb. Did I have a migraine? I can't remember. I've had in the last week I've only had 2 migraines. And I know that sounds like a lot still. But when you're having 6 out of 7 days before I started this new medication, I can handle 2. In fact, I had one Sunday, and I was laughing with people um, outside of church because it's like I can't do anything about it. I'd taken my headache medication. Not much else I can do about it. So, if I do get a migraine, though, they do. That is one thing I've noticed. Whereby before I might get a migraine, if I don't have a migraine the next day, I have what I call my migraine hangovers. Um, I'm extremely wiped out. My arms and legs are just shaking. I'm just, yeah. So I'm not. I it now since I'm on the migraine preventative medication. I get the migraine. Like I may wake up with that migraine, and by the afternoon, I'm already into the hangover phase. So, anyways, okay. Oh, and I should tell you, looking forward, um, May and June 2022, we're going to be doing knitting items in blue and yellow. They have to be the two colors. I'm doing it to salute all those from Ukraine. I'm hoping to get the right colors. I have similar colors in my temperature Afghan, but they're not quite right. So I want to try and see if I can, but I can't get them right yet. So I'm going to pause you just a minute. I have to move my legs. Sorry. I sit on the floor in front of my fireplace, and I sit crisscross applesauce. And my foot was going to sleep, and my knee was getting sore, so I decided I'm going to pause this and straighten out my legs. So, getting on about what's on my needle, I'm going to start an Advent sock today. Um, Usually, Tuesdays are a grand day for me to do that. Excuse me. So, I'm going to start one of those today. So, I do not have it on the needle as of right now, but I will soon. Then, I've made some progress. Like I said last week, this is not my favorite yarn. I'm sorry for any of you that, we all have our own tastes, and some of you may have just loved working with this. Um, this was the heart and soul. They don't make it anymore. And I don't even know the color. I actually probably got this on eBay. Bad thing about that is you don't feel the yarn first. Not crazy about the feel of it. And so because of that, I don't work on it very long at a time. But you can see I'm actually on the leg part of the sock. If I was going to make these shorties, I could have been done by now. But that it would have been weird because, this one has a longer leg. I was working away on this, and honestly, sometimes I do actually work on one clear up to the cuff. And I don't know. I just thought, let's work on the other one a little bit. So I did work on these. Yeah, Sunday. I was trying to think because I went to church on Sunday. We don't have the lilies and things out yet, so I could still go. But we keep trying different areas of the sanctuary because so many times I'll sit in one area and either the lights, which are overhead lights, which are a big problem of mine, so either the lights hit me and they'll start the vision thing going and the whole migraine thing, or something in the band. And my husband did point out that last week. I told him, I said the light wasn't a problem last week. He goes, well, this we sat in like the third row, and he goes, well, the speakers are on the stage just 3 rows in front of us. So yeah, it could have been guitar, drums. It wasn't the singers. I've only had one time where there was a singer up there who something in her tone just kind of went right. It felt like it went right in my ear and right to my migraine zone and then was stabbing me in the eye. And it wasn't a pleasant experience, but I'm not going to say who. She hasn't been singing there for a while, so it's not been, that's not been. And she has a beautiful voice. It's just that something in her, I want to say timbre, got to my head. So, anyways, I'm sorry, I'm kind of blabbering on. I wasn't going to talk very long because, like I said, I'm cold. I tutored this morning, and so when I get done tutoring, also, it's kind of like a little relief. Let's see. I'm going to show you my wicker work sweater, but I want to show you how much I got done last week. But I don't know where the progress marker is. That's the bad thing about when you work with flex. Oh my goodness. So I was there, that close to the bottom last week. I finished the back. And remember the last time I said, oh, those armholes, they weren't right. They weren't. These are. So I have finished the back, and it is correct, and it will fit the front. So it's time for the sleeves. And because I want my sleeves to be the same size, I do them both at the same time. The hard part is keeping the correct yarn with the correct sleeve. But there's the sleeves. In fact, I just did an increase last night before I put it down. So there's my 2 sleeves. Let's see how far I get next week. I'll have to move the progress marker over to these because I'm not knitting that much I mean, on that many things right now, on purpose. Um, I just get myself overwhelmed sometimes. So I have my sock or my Afghan that at work when I do my bouncy ball. Just dawned on me. Yeah, I can't talk real long because I have a phone call coming sometime. Um, and then I work on my sweater if I'm just zoning out in the evening. And then when I get ready to go to bed, I have my soup kitchen socks. So when I finish either my sweater or this pair of soup kitchen socks, I'll either go on to another pair of soup kitchen socks or probably a baby blanket. I don't know why. Do you know why? I almost forgot to show you my temperature Afghan. I've made since after I finished my last week's Advent sock, I decided let's work on just this. So right now, I am on February 1st. And if you remember, I said it doesn't really matter if how long it takes me to work on it. I just want a nice Afghan. And if I end up not working on it some this summer, that's fine. But look, you can tell the temperatures are changing as the year progresses. Woo-hoo-hoo. And I'm only on February 1st. Where is it? I know I'm going to have to buy more yarn because middle of when I get to the middle of March, temperatures change and I don't have that color anymore. So that's all those things. Oh, show you the Advent sock from last week. Oh no, that wasn't the one from last week. I always put them on my computer, and I put it on the computer, but then when I didn't do a podcast last week, if I put it in the bag, I won't know which one. But I know it wasn't this one, only because I did the toe the same color as I did the body last week. And then I saw I wasn't going to have enough yarn. So I made the heel and the cuff out of a different yarn, and I actually had to bring the cuff color down a little bit. Wow, I won't be going back outside today. My neighbor's mowing. It's that time of year where I have to listen for to hear when the neighbors are mowing or when Randy's mowing because fresh cut grass does not get along with me. Which it makes me laugh whenever I say that. You know I watch Critical Role. It's a Dungeons and Dragons game. Um, they have a character who named himself Fresh Cut Grass. So, yeah. Anyways, okay, so that's it about all my knitting. Let's see, I talked about Mila. I'm not sure if her special is still going on, where you buy one, get one free with the code Ukraine. You could try it out. But I'll tell you what's going on right now. Well, right now it's Holy Week. I am so tickled. Although I can't go to church. I can volunteer Thursday morning, but I was told last week that the flowers come Thursday afternoon. And that's the lilies and things like that that are high pollen. And if I walk anywhere, well, they're in a room. So if I'm in an enclosed room and there's lilies everywhere, I can't handle it. Now, I can handle some like August lilies and things like that, but it seems like the Easter lilies are horrible for me, and hyacinths and lilacs. I love all three of those flowers. It's just not right. But anyway, so this is Holy Week, and we're actually having a cedar meal on for Maundy Thursday, and Friday they're doing a video in the afternoon. See, since I'm not participating, I didn't pay attention. I don't remember what kind of service they're having that evening. And then, of course, Easter, where Jesus arose again. So I'm excited. I love this time of year. And I love the fact that Jesus fulfilled the promise of rising after 3 days and giving us, taking our sins from us. It's just that God would do this, that He would send His own Son to do this. It's just, amazing. Anyways, I'm sorry. I get excited about Christian things because I'm a Christian. Have been all my life, roughly. And then the reason why I'm coughing so much is I took the puppy out for a walk earlier, And I had to stop by because I had stopped by my peach trees because they got little pink buds on them getting ready to bloom. Our pecan tree is getting ready to bloom, but it will not produce pecans this year because the other tree that we have, you have to cross pollinate. It's just a baby. It's This is its second year, I think. I think that's what we decided last night. It was probably a 1 year stock, but usually they say 4 years before a tree will. I took fruit production. What could I say? I know these weird little facts. So, yeah, it's supposed to be like 4 years before they're mature enough to actually produce. So, and the little one we had when we first got it, it just looked like a stick. In fact, it doesn't look much more than a stick still, but it does leaf out beautifully. And we do keep the deers away from it. And then my little apple tree that we brought over from next door, it's got scale on it. And I've been taking my toothbrush out and trying to, not the one I'm currently using, an old toothbrush out, and just been trying to scrub the scale off of it because it is really trying to survive despite all of the things that it's had against it. It's always been a deer favorite. Even when we get they're all wrapped so that the deers shouldn't be able to get to it, they get to it. It must have very tasty twigs. Oh, my vacuum's starting. Hopefully it won't come out here. I'm winding it up anyways. But then, so I said peach trees. Oh, my pear tree's looking gorgeous. Then we have another apple tree that's I can't find transparent apples. Very seldom can I find them. And when I do, they get grabbed up before I can get them. So I told my husband, let's get Lodi. So I have a Lodi tree out there. It shouldn't produce this year because it's just its first year in the ground. Um, then I have all my currants and gooseberries. Oh, and pear tree. Did I say pear tree? So, yeah, I'm excited. I love it. I love it when things bloom because, and my daffodils and my jonquils are all currently blooming. So, yay. And then my three little four-legged critters, um, they're getting used to each other. Ginger's learned that she has listen. There's actually a cat she has to guard her food from, because I'm sorry, Heather doesn't care. Heather will eat Ginger's food, and of course Ginger wants Heather's food. So we've had to kind of put it in a place where Ginger can't really get, but we have to make sure Tommy can't get it either, and it's difficult. But Heather knows where to go to when it's supper time, and she's a little bit afraid of the dog, which isn't what I wanted. Um, she respects Tommy. She loves my vacuum cleaner. It fascinates her. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go because gonna be getting a phone call before long, and Freddie has started his thing. So, anyways, I feel like I've just been all over the place talking today, and I have been. But this is what happens when you go 2 weeks between podcasts, huh? Anyways, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, successful week of crafting. I hope you don't have any mistakes, but if you do, I hope they're little ones and that they're easy to fix. I love you all. Big, big hugs. Take care. God bless. And if you like this, push the like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, see you next week. Bye bye.